way. The universe is pretty mystical of lessons. Now, if you understood, you would not have time to be trying to figure out what everybody else. You'd be trying to figure out what your next move was supposed to be, so you wouldn't have to experience negativity. I myself experience all kinds of. To me, negativity is just something small not going my way, because I really like peace. I'm like, oh, I just like peace. But I'm that same person that if you disrupt my peace, I'm like, I will take out a whole country. I don't care. Calm down. I'm that mom that would find some way to calm every single screaming child, so I could like either leave, or if I had to stay there, right? If you have to stay on earth, why wouldn't you want to calm people down? Why would you just want to leave the room? That energy's still in the room. Even if you leave, the energy's still in a room. Like, once you see a visual of something going on in the other side of the world, it sticks with you. And so for me, I want to figure out how to calm the whole world. But in the meantime, I myself need to stay calm to do that. Now, certain things bring me calm. Today, I was not calm. I was not feeling today whatsoever. Which the universe gave me back for some negative energy, and it aligned some people. Like, there's some serious alignment going on. I'll tell you what's going on. So anyway, I have a lot of friends, and they've been traveling a lot lately. I'm talking, they've been traveling a lot. All of them have been going to places that I wanted to go. I'm like, I didn't get to go there. But I'm not that friend that goes, you asshole, you get to go. I'm like, oh, hell, post photos. And then I talk to the universe and God and Jesus, and I'm like, I don't get to go to this place. This sucks. And, and then they sob through. Yes, believe it or not, you can feel the energy of them. So I'll just be sitting there sobbing, going, whatever. Let me just go cuss somebody out in traffic and feel better about myself. Asshole, at least I have control over that, right? But you don't. You call someone an asshole, someone's going to call you an asshole. And then you're like, whoa. It said Celebrating Jesus Rock Church. You know what I found? I have a few spirits that linger in me. They just hang out. It's like they've got some kind of sofa in there and they're just freaking lounging around. It's probably why things hurt, because maybe they ate too many Christmas cookies. Just saying. I'm like, why do my feet hurt? Why did these things hurt? Why did these things hurt? But the truth is, I'm so connected to so many people because I care. Once you care, once you say a prayer for somebody, it's on like Donkey Kong, man. You become part of the equation. That's why be careful who you pray for, because you got to take on some of the suffering, because they got to pay for those sins. And if you're going to pray for them, you take on part of their sins. This is no joke. Do you ever notice people that belong to prayer chains suffer greatly? It's like someone's always needing a prayer. Bob got taken with cancer. Sally got taken with whatever, their child, whatever. They are aligned for that, though. They are aligned. Your life, your struggles, there are several paths, right, you can take. And on each path, depending on the people on those paths, they may take a similar path to you. You'll meet people and you're like, wow, our path is so similar. I have this one friend. When my grandmother died, my grandparents were not wealthy people, but my grandmother always made you feel special. Like you didn't even, it's not that you took it for granted. You didn't even realize that that wasn't normal. Not all grandmas are like that. So my grandma would hold me and she would rock me and she would call me sugar. And she would teach me, you know, how to put my hand on cookie dough, and then she'd cut out the shape of my hand and then bake it and put chocolate frosting on it. And I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. And she would teach me how to needlepoint. She would teach me lots of things. So anyway, one day I met a person without a hand. And then I bought this red ceramic hand. And I think God's trying to tell me something. He's just like, you're going to lose a hand, girl. See, sometimes when I think of God delivering news, I don't see him as gentle and kind and nice. I see darkness. I'm like, dude, why are you going to be so mean? He's like, you're the one that thought it. I'm like, I didn't think that shit. I don't even know what you're talking about. But let me tell you what he's talking about. If you judge someone, ever, you put that on your little shopping shelf of possibility. This may or may not happen to you, but somebody is going to test that product in your life, meaning your child, your mother, your father, your grandparents. Somebody you love is going to test that product. So your judgment becomes a product. If you judge someone and they're limping, and they're limping, and maybe you're like, oh, they're cute, but they're limping. Your ass is going to be limping one day. And you may not see that they're missing a leg under those pants, and that's why they're limping. So don't even fuck around with that shit. That shit is no joke. You may see someone scratching their head a lot. You're like, why is that person scratching their head so much? It's really annoying. And you don't know they have like psoriasis or something. All of a sudden you got psoriasis. Or someone you love does and they complain about it all the time. And then you judge them, and then you end up with psoriasis and something else. The universe is pretty damn sad. I've seen all my judgments turn into a story. Like, my life, I look at it and I'm like, okay, so it's like getting a full hand or a royal flush. Oh shit, I made the judgment 5 times. I guess it's my turn. I won. You might be going, I won. Like when a lawyer wins a case and they don't realize they're getting ready to get fucked the fuck up. They're like, oh, fuck. I won. I won against the wrong side. I won against, like, the dick that won for O.J. Simpson. That didn't go well for them, did it? Are any of them doing so great? Fuck no. No, but you know what they did? They aligned the kids up. And the kids will suffer eventually. They'll know what it's like. They'll know what it's like. So, this is no joke. This is no joke. So, we like to think, someone asked me recently, why do some people suffer more than others? I'm going to tell you, that's not true. Just because someone has a lot of money does not mean they do not suffer. Robin Williams suffered. Amy Winehouse suffered. Whitney Houston suffered. Her daughter suffered. Michael Jackson suffered. People suffer every day, but you don't see it. You only see what they have and how much you wish you could be them. But would you really want to be them? And then you know what happens? You spend so much time being their fan that you take on their suffering. The universe says, well, they work really hard, like all day, night and day. Michael Jackson worked so much he couldn't sleep. He worked in his sleep, so he had to find a way to sleep. And there you guys are going, I wish I was Michael Jackson. I want to be Michael Jackson. Well, Michael Jackson had a drug problem. Therefore, you will take on the drug problem because you're not like taking dance lessons or singing lessons. And his dad beat the shit out of him when he was a kid, so then your dad will start beating the shit out of you. And there you have it. You're Michael Jackson. Now, you may come back in your next lifetime as a famous singer. Like Bruno Mars could have easily wanted to be Michael Jackson and had to endure some shit to get there. But there he was, performing, practicing. And therefore, he got to be Bruno Mars. So you go through life and you think about how you get to where you are. Look at you kids, you're like, oh, I want to be this guy and I want to be that guy. Well, that guy and that guy got picked on a lot. And that guy and that guy got watched their parents beat the shit out of each other. And that guy and that guy are like dealing with sexuality things. That guy and that guy might have been seriously abused, and you're aligning yourself for their suffering. So be very careful what you ask for. Be very careful. And this stuff's no joke. You do not want to play around with wanting to be someone else. Be yourself. You know what? I asked the universe. I'm like, there was a time when I was like, I want to be like Audrey Hepburn. And then God's like, here, read up on her. Watch, oh, she had an eating disorder. Not really an eating disorder. She had some kind of disease. And she couldn't gain weight. I'm like, and she was sad. And all kinds of other things. I'm like, no, that's okay. No disrespect. Her journey was her journey. I still admire. I still think she was one of the most beautiful women in the world, inside and out. But she was her, and that was her path. That I admire her. I think she is amazing. I don't think it was easy to be her. You know, people look at Angelina Jolie, and you're like, and that girl just fucked up her path like nobody's business. I can't even with her. I'm like, oh, girl, every kind of way, you fuck the fuck up. So, firstly, we like to think things are different than they are, but you experience what other people experience. So she had a relationship with someone else's husband, so therefore her husband, she would lose her husband. And the children are a completely different story. I can predict what's going to happen to a couple. But I'm like, this is not even something you want to play around with. So rather than focus on what will happen to you individually, I learn a lot from you guys. I do readings for you, and then I will figure out what will happen to us collectively. But you, I will tell you what I see. Unless I see something really horrible, I'm not telling you. I'm just not. I will try to help you align a more loving path for yourself. But I will not tell you because I do not want you to be afraid. I want you to be empowered by kindness. I want you to be empowered by thinking about your actions. Because an action can change. I do it all the time. I'll think something, like I'll feel the energy of someone and I'm like, that mother fucking son of a, I get so mad. And I'll scream, oh, just die already, leave me the fuck alone. Because I feel them over there fucking trying to align negative shit for me. And I'm like, I'm just not feeling it anymore. You've already fucked me up enough. I'm done. And these are people that put me in a position to, I was forced to sign my home over to them. So, and this shit's no joke. So I feel these little not so nice people over there and their shit. And then I go back and I'm like, you know what? No, their shit's gonna come to them anyway. I don't want any part of it because I don't want any more shit coming my way. I don't give a fuck what happens to them. I wouldn't wish what's gonna happen to them on anyone, not even them at times. But then I look at what happened to my son and I'm like, oh no, fuck it. It's fucking, this was their shit before they were even born. I don't know what the hell they did in their past life. Well, I can guess what a lot of it is. I can guess some of your path based on your life now. I can tell you what your life was like. I can't give you every single detail, but I can tell you what your life was like based on what your life is like today, based on what your parents' life is like and what their relationships are like. I can do like an ancestry.com type thing if I sat with you and your whole family for a year and really got to know you and followed you guys around into your homes and looked at your art, looked at your doodles you draw, and really got acquainted with you. And I really have to do it. But boy, would I have to charge millions of dollars for that shit because it's highly stressful sometimes. You're like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. But tonight, as I was in my son's room, I was looking at a painting his friend painted. And it looks like my son and this rapper named Little Xan. And no joke, it looks like both of them. And then my son has this one, what is it called? Babe hoodie. And it's a shark hoodie. And Noah had it zipped over covering his face in one of his photos. And on my Instagram. And Little Xan posted one today where he doesn't have the hoodie part on, he has the shark part on his chest. And so when Noah was wearing that big hoodie, at that time I had gone to the hospital. I thought I was having a heart attack or a stroke, and they gave me nitroglycerin. And I was like throwing up. That I felt like I had died when they gave me that crap. I was like, oh hell no, this stuff is horrible. So I think Little Xan, someone is gonna have a heart attack close to him. And I think we aligned that 4 years ago, however long ago it was. I don't even know I'm aligning people. I don't even know what the hell's going on. We are on these paths, and right now I'm aligning something, and I'm aligning you because you're going to try to convince somebody of something, and they are going to want proof. Now, the thing with me, I paint live. I go live on Facebook and I paint and I talk, and the things that I speak become the words in news. Like, I can say 40 words and they'll show up in a news report with 50 words. And the other words I don't use are like if, and, there, or but, or something like that. But it all works out into some kind of explanation of sorts. Now, the thing is they can tell you there's a tsunami and they can tell you there's something else, but I can tell you why. They can't. They're just like, oh, the winds blew. I'm like, no, you got like X amount of people at that concert that did this, or this. And then I can tell you what the people's personalities or life experiences were like without even knowing the people that were taken in these situations. So this is the part that science hasn't been able to figure out. And if they have, they've kept it really top secret. But I'm just blabbing it out all over the place because I don't really care. Why? Because I want to teach people. Why? Because firstly, it'll be a lucrative income for myself. And I would really like this big ass house and nice things again that I used to have. And I would really like to help solve starvation and explain why it exists. And let you know that if you waste a lot of food, you'll come back and you will waste away. There will be a reason why you cannot eat a lot of food. So we have to be very mindful of what we do. Now, the United States might think we're doing great. You're like, oh, okay. And then some other country might go, oh my God, and it's been aligning the whole time. And they're like, I hate Americans. All the French are going to come back as Americans in their next lifetime. And not the cool ones. They'll come back as the ones that they were judging that were visiting. And all the Americans that were rude to the French will end up being French with people, the rude French that are now rude Americans. Do you see the circle? And if you're a racist, you're going to come back as the ethnicity that you were cruel to, that you were unkind to. You know, there are different kinds of... To say a racist thing, it, to me, is not the same as being a racist. Or an oppressor. There's a difference, because you can have people that say inappropriate things. Like, I have friends that are trying to get paid by the white man. I'm like, that's rude. You're implying that white people don't pay? I'm like, I'm those damn Gucci shoes you got on your feet there, bro. This is a true story. It really happened. So I'm like, oh, hell no. So this one person in particular let a single mom pay for some expensive things for him. His son lost his mom. And the universe doesn't screw around. It will wait until you've done enough shitty things. It will take away the things that you use the most so you can appreciate the things that should be a priority. Like, you might be going, oh, my health is terrible, my health is terrible, my health is terrible. And the universe might also say you don't have a car anymore, so that way you have to walk or ride a bike to work. And And all of a sudden you're like, damn, I never felt so good. And with all that exercise and stuff, you were more motivated to work harder, and then you were able to buy like a Ferrari or something. It's not a job. It depends on how you look at your situation. I didn't have a car. I lost my car. I don't remember what month it was. But my son was using drugs at the time. And life was really sad for me because I didn't know what to do. I was picking him up night and day, and it was just getting more and more sad every day. The universe was probably trying to save us. They're like, look, we see what's coming, and you really do love this kid. We've seen you pick him up night and day. You don't want to give up on him. And he's really unhappy. So we have to do this. Sorry. It's the only way. And my son is dealing with frontal lobe brain damage right now. And so some things are a little different about him now. But he looks forward to simple things now. He looks forward to like just going home and getting to go do normal things. And that he hasn't even thought that far ahead. Right now, he's just excited that he gets to get his G-tube out tomorrow, which is his feeding tube. He has new life experiences. He has people to go visit now that are really excited that he's able to walk and talk again. He's still gonna have to go to Narcotics Anonymous. He's still gonna have to work on things. And he's definitely gonna need to focus on creating to keep it busy. And I'm gonna have to really pay attention to make sure he's not aligning something negative for himself, because I wasn't paying attention before. And ideally, what would be great for him is some kind of spiritual retreat where he learned to recondition his negativity and focus on what he has to be thankful for. You know, because he has a family that loves him, friends that love him, and he needs to understand he's loved because he is loving, not because he's got cool hair or because he can make interesting things. I myself focus on his interesting things because he has that in him. And I want him to share it because he's not a greedy person with it, right? He's someone that he'd be like, hey, I want his clothes. I told him, make them more expensive. He's like, no. I want the people that appreciate my work to be able to afford it. That's impressive. That's a cool sign. So I tried to do that with my talents to the people that have been loyal and kind to my son. I'm like, okay, I'll do readings really cheap. And you know what? They've helped some people. And in the long run, it will help millions of people because you'll realize not everything is a mental illness like you believe. That you really do hear spirits, that you really do see things. and that it is very real, and I can explain it to you as best as I can explain it. Not everything in the world is really happening to you. You're not making it up. It's the universe giving you all of your judgments and all of your criticisms. It's serving it to you, and then you're like, I'm going crazy. I think I need to go do drugs or drink. It's aligning you to do that because you have to suffer what the animals suffer. The animals were like, get me out of here. I'm scared. I'm afraid. Please don't do this to me. So then you're aligned to say, get out of here. I'm scared. I'm afraid. Please don't do this to me. And you don't even realize what's happening to you. You don't even realize what's happening to you. And they say your spirit animal. You know, part of your past comes back to haunt you. Literally. No, it's not figuratively. It's literal. It really does come back to haunt you. You know, those moments where you're like, that was so unlike me. What? That's your spirit from lifetime past. That's part of your negative energy coming back through you. That's why some people just snap and do weird shit, and then they are like judged. They go to court and it's like, oh, they're just temporary insanity. All insanity is temporary because your life recycles and you do come back. So my heart goes out to judges because their next lifetimes they come back as the judged. And their children, the same. For they judged another man's child, therefore their child shall be judged. It's just the reality. So you know all these people with these power positions? The universe would say that would be God's decision. God is the one that set the rules, therefore the rules have to change if man changes them. So man changes the rules and then weird shit happens and you start thinking everything's unfair. But in the Bible it said man was too dumb to understand. So the Bible was written as a test on comprehension. But man wants to think they are the superior. I'm sorry, but dogs are probably smarter than us. Why? Because we clean up their poop. They don't clean up ours. I mean, the dog will try to eat, but just saying. When was the last time a dog had to go to work and get a job? Went to the grocery store to get the dog's food. Take you for a walk. Put little outfits on you. But sometimes you might be surprised to find out that your dog or your cat might be that family member that you missed. And it's your opportunity to care for them like they cared for you. In that case, my relatives, I'm like, they deserve better than I treat my pets. I'm like, I have so many pets, I don't have the time to pay attention to all of them. Not like for long periods of time. So they just like sleep around me. They're just like here. I used to be way more attentive to my pets. But when I first got them, I wasn't that attentive to them. I was allergic. All those people that say, oh, I can't have a cat, I'm allergic. I'm like, people? I don't know what the text said. Toad, Carmel. I see a big tow truck. It says Carmel. Carmel. I think of my friend Carmela Santos. I think of Clint Eastwood, Carmel, California. Is that what it was? That I'll find out. I don't remember. I think of candied apples, Carmel. I think Disneyland and Universal Studios. So see, when I say these things, I'm actually predicting something that's going to happen. Then I think of Adams, and then I think of Adam's apple, and then I think of a bomb, then I think of Hiroshima, and then I think of Lou, who just texted me, and I think if she had a shirt on that said Tokyo, and then I think of a bomb, and I think of the Tokyo Hotel, that band. And I think of my mom, my daughter Molly, because my daughter Molly loves that band. So these are things that this is how I predict things based on just my everyday life.